Hey, it's Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Crafts, and today you're going to learn how to do the linked half double crochet stitch. Once you do, you can crochet patterns like this. This is the reindeer tissue box cover that is mostly made with the linked half double crochet stitch for the entire body of this project. Or you could make a crochet piece like this, which is a poinsettia little flower in a flower pot, but it is also a coaster set. So you can take out each individual piece and use it as a coaster. So which one will you crochet next? Both of these patterns are in the Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along event. There are 12 stitches like the linked half double crochet stitch and 12 patterns, but you don't know which pattern will be published for free. But the Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along only has 12 stitches and 12 patterns, but there's actually 24 patterns. So if you want all 24 patterns, check out the link down below to get the ebook for this special event to make your own Christmas patterns or gift ideas. Only one of these patterns will be published for free tomorrow. So let's learn the linked half double crochet stitch together so that way you are ready to make one of these patterns for free or make both of them if you get the ebook or have it already. Remember, the ebook is on sale until December 24th, 2024. So take a peek and grab the ebook if you want all 12 stitches and 24 patterns ad-free and printer friendly. Quick reminder, this special Christmas Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along has the stitch tutorials on the odd days of the 24 days, and the even days will be the pattern that will be related to the stitch that was published the previous day. So let's get started with the linked half double crochet stitch. To get started, make any chain that you like. I have here a chain of 11. I'm just using worsted yarn and a 4mm hook, but you can pick any yarn and any hook size that you like for the specific swatch. So let's get started immediately with the linked half double crochet stitch. The very first thing is you're going to create a regular half double crochet stitch in the second chain from the hook. Now I like to go in a back bump of this stitch, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So here's how this works. You're going to make a yarn over and you're going to make your very first stitch a half double crochet stitch, a regular half double crochet stitch, just like this. Once you do so, you're going to start with linked half double crochet stitches. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to check out the actual stitch so you know which loop is which. So you have here a loop, you have here a loop, and you have here a loop. Remember, there were 3 loops on your hook. So these are the 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to focus only on the center one. Now, sometimes you will see linked half double crochet stitches used with this loop. Either one I personally believe is fine, but the correct way is the center one. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook into that center loop like so. You're now going to do the yarn over for that linked half double crochet stitch. So first you're going to go through that middle loop. Then you're going to do your yarn over, so not the other way around, okay? And now that you have your yarn over on your hook, you're going to insert it into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and you can see we have again 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So now we linked our stitches together by having gone through that center loop that you saw. Now let's do that again. You see that center loop right here? So you have 1 loop here, here, and here, right? There's 3 of them. Go through the center one. That's how we are linking the stitches together. Go through the center, yarn over and pull through like so. That's your yarn over for that half double crochet stitch. It's just linked beforehand. Now go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. And now you have again 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now let's just continue on with this stitch, and you're simply going to go every time through that center loop, yarn over and pull through, and then go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So you already can see how the linked half double crochet looks a little bit different than a normal half double crochet stitch. And the stitches are linked with each other, which reduces the gaps between the stitches. You don't have those big gaps that usually appear when you have bigger stitches, half double, double, treble crochet stitches, etc. In this case, they are linked together. As you just heard me say that, there are other linked crochet stitches out there. I'm just focusing here on the linked half double crochet stitch because that's the one that we are using for both of those projects that I just showed you. The reindeer tissue box cover, as well as the poinsettia flower pot that's also a coaster set. Now I'm going to finish this row and show you what happens after, meaning once you turn. However, the stitches in those patterns I just mentioned are done in rounds. So all you have to do at the end is make a slip stitch and then you start over in the next round. So let me show you what happens once you go to the next round or row. All right, you're now going to turn your project. Whether this is in rows or rounds, for rounds you would just make a slip stitch and then you go to the next row. But here I'm just going to turn, same idea, we're in the next row, right? After a slip stitch would be for the next round. And here's what you're gonna do. You can do a few different ways. You could start with a chain. So let me show you 2 different ways on how to get started with this stitch, because one or the other works. Either way, you just pick which one works best for you and which one looks better for you. So you could make a chain of 2 first, and then insert your hook into the second chain from the hook. So yarn over, pull through. That will be your yarn over for the half double crochet stitch. And then go into the first stitch, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. That could be one way. However, I always notice that there's a little bit of a bulk happening when I do so. So I personally don't like it, but you could totally do so. If you want to do it the way I did for this specific project, then you're going to start immediately with a half double crochet stitch, a regular one. Okay, so I'm pulling up my loop here a little bit more than normal. Then I'm going to do my yarn over, insert into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and finish it up like a regular half double crochet stitch. That way the transition over here is a little bit smoother. Yes, you're going to have that loop here, but that's okay. That's just going to be part of that half double crochet stitch. Okay, so this one is because we pulled it up a little bit. You're still going to see that even if you do the first method, but you may see it a little bit more on this side. You can hide that when you are doing your if you're ever doing a row project, you can pull it up on the next round if you want, in the next row if you wanted to. But for rounds, you don't really see it because it's on the inside. So in the next stitch, what you're going to do is the same way as you did before. You're going to find your center loop right here. So mine is right there. So it's always the center one. You're going to go through that center loop, yarn over and pull through. Don't forget that. Some people forget that by accident. Once you go through it, that's not your yarn over yet. You have to pull up a loop after that. Okay, then go to the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and now finish it up like a half double crochet by yarn over and pull through all 3. Now again, find your center one. That's not your yarn over yet. Now you're going to do the yarn over and pull through. That's your yarn over for the half double crochet stitch. In the next stitch, pull up a loop and finish it up like a half double crochet stitch. So this is how it's going to look like. So the same way as you just saw down here is how it's going to look like in rows. So let me show you how the stitch looks like when you do it in rounds on the projects I already did. So for the tissue box cover right here, you can see that everything done in the body of the reindeer is all done in linked half double crochet stitches. So this entire part right here is done in rounds. The front part right here is also done in rounds. And the back here, however, is done in rows. So this is where you would insert your tissue box cover. So it's in the back so that way you don't see it so much. I put a little flap over, right? And you could make make some little buttons here on the bottom if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it like this because it's easy to pull out and in when you need to replace it. And then of course the tissues are coming out right down here underneath the nose, and it's coming out of the mouth, right? So that's where the tissues are coming out of. But anyways, this entire part, so everything that you see on the body besides the tail is done in the linked half double crochet stitch. So it links the stitches nicely together. It gives it a nice hold and sturdiness, and it was perfect for this specific project. Now let me show you the other one. Now for this project right here, for everything that was in the center of the little coasters are done in the linked half double crochet stitch. So let me actually show you, because so this is the poinsettia flower pot that's also a coaster, right? So what you would do is you would simply pull out these pieces which are coasters, and then you just make it flat, right? So everything you see here in yellow is done in the linked half double crochet. Here it's then done in green. Here is also done in green, and then this center piece is also done in green. So you have a bunch of different coasters in here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different coasters in here. This specific piece right here is just made in single crochet stitches, but all of the center pieces right here are done in linked half double crochet stitch, because I wanted that sturdiness, that connection, the linking between the stitches to give it a little bit more of a stability for this coaster. So once you have them used like this, which they look really, really cute, right? You can then put it back into your little flower pot. So you start with the leaf piece, then you start with the bigger piece. You can see that some of these are longer than others. So this one is the longest. I made it in a way that's easy to remember. The green comes on top of the green. This one is a bigger piece, right? So in green, you can like arrange it however you like so that the leaves come out here on the side a little bit. So you squeeze it in like that, and another green piece on top like this. And then you're going to take these two right here and also squeeze them right on the top. You can push it in a little bit more, but I do want to see some of the yellow. You can kind of squish it in a way that it makes it a little bit more of this yellow piece for the poinsettia, but that's kind of how it looks like in the end. Doesn't it look so cute if you have that on your table, your dining room table or wherever, and have this or a little arrangement right there? It makes a fantastic little gift too, just like the reindeer does, but this one has kind of a multi-purpose, right? Although this one kind of has a multi-purpose too. It's cute and adorable, but also has tissues coming up. This is stunning, a great piece to put on your table or your side table, wherever, but you do have also coasters on the inside. So both of them are kind of dual purpose, right? So the question is, which one are you going to crochet for this special event? Which one are you picking? Now, if you are getting the ebook, you can of course pick both of them. If you're part of the Christmas Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along, you're only going to get access to one of these. You just don't know yet which one. I'll be releasing that tomorrow. So which one do you think it's going to be? Leave a comment down below and let us know what you believe I'm going to publish. This one or this one? Let me know. We all are curious what you're thinking. So this is the time to think about, are you ready for the ebook? Because if you want both of these patterns, then might as well get the ebook. That way you get all 24 patterns, not just 12 for the Mystery Crochet Along event, but 24. So 12 extra patterns, and plus it's ad-free and printer friendly. But you can of course just stay with the free event as well and get 12 stitches and 12 mystery patterns. You don't know which of the 24 I'm picking to be released for free. So if you haven't signed up yet, you might want to do that, because that way you get the material list for all 24 patterns. You know exactly what I used for all the different patterns so that you can get ready for them, regardless if they're already published or not. I hope you enjoyed this stitch tutorial and get ready for the patterns for tomorrow. Don't forget to show off your little swatch. You can make it any size you want. 4 inches, 4 times 4, little square would be a perfect little coaster too if you want to do that. You can make it bigger, 6 times 6 if you like. Make your swatch size any size you wish and show us that you learned how to crochet this stitch. Don't forget to use this hashtag when you're posting about these stitches as well as patterns for the Christmas Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along of 2024 to make Christmas patterns, decorations, and gift ideas. If you enjoyed this video or this event, please give the video a thumbs up to like the video, leave a comment down below, share the video with your friends, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I publish a video or go live. I hope to see you in the next stitch tutorial and get ready for the next pattern right after. Until then, bye!